The Young Entrepreneur Program is a multi-phased interactive program where students learn basic to advanced entrepreneurial principles and skills through use of training props, board games, online curriculum and actual experience. In today's course you will learn what is, and how to fill out, the articles of incorporation and what is, and how to apply for an employer identification number. This information will be presented to you by means of screencast videos. After viewing this video, if you have any questions about the content, questions about the course, or would like to know how you can make the Young Entrepreneur Program available to your school or organization, please contact us at contact@bayscholars.org.
The first step in the formation of a legal business structure that provides liability to the incorporator is to fill out and file what is known as the Articles of Incorporation. The Articles of Incorporation is normally a two-page document that provides all the necessary information about the business being formed. The Articles of Incorporation can be filed in any state, with each state providing its own requirements and filing fees. Let's go over sample Articles of Incorporation now. At the very top of the document in the center, we see the words Articles of Incorporation in all capital letters, and right underneath we see the word of in all caps as well. Directly below that is a line. In this line, you will insert the name of your respective business. For example, if your business is called Divine Pizza, the top heading will read Articles of Incorporation of Divine Pizza Incorporated. The Inc. is added to the business name if it is a C corporation, S corporation, or nonprofit. If it's a limited liability company, then LLC will be added to the business name. The next section is the first article, Article 1, Name. In this section, you will insert the name of the corporation, the business address, the county, and you will also insert the name of the state where your registered agent's office will be located. So as an example, business name is Divine Pizza Inc. The street address or business address is 555 Fifth Avenue, 201. The county, state, New York. And in example, Delaware will be for your registered agent. Section is the second Article 2, Duration. In this section, you will decide how long you wish the company to be. A normal before duration is to have any exist perpetually, which means ever. So, as you can see from the document, a simple sentence will suffice. The next section is the third Article 3, Purpose. In this section, you will state purpose for existing or doing business. In this section, you can give a general statement as to why the company is, or you can give information depending on the picture. So, for this example, the purpose for which this corporation is organized is to engage in any lawful act and or act under the general law of Delaware. Then the banking business, company business, or the of a profession needed to be incorporated by input to the Delaware Corporation. The next section is the fourth Article 4, Registered Agent. A registered agent is a person or business who is responsible for receiving all mail, communications, and important documents on behalf of your business and forwarding such information to. Registered agents can handle other important aspects of the business as well. In this section, simply fill out the name and address of your respective agent. So, for this example, we will insert the name of your registered agent, which is Harvard Businesses Inc. And their street address 1192 Coastal Highway, Delaware 1958. Section is the fifth article, Article 4. This is the liability section, which classifies the liability of its employees and shares according to the particular state of operation. In this article is applicable to the State Corporation Statute. The next section is the notary section. This is where the incorporator operators must appear before a notary public with identification behind the document in his or her. In this section, the same county refers to the state entity of which the incorporators are currently signing the document. For example, if New York at the notary public, the top caption will read State of New York, County of New York. The date will be and the document will be signed in the of the notary. In this example, we write the names of the incorporators now. Under the names and addresses incorporators appear a statement of acknowledgement from the notary that all information is true and correct. And below the acknowledgement is a place for the notary to sign and print his or her name and to write when the commission expires. After this, the notary will stamp the document with a notary seal. After completing this step with the notary, you will then mail the document with the necessary filing fee to the appropriate Secretary of State. In this case, it will be filed in the state of Delaware. And this is the basic understanding of the Articles of Incorporation and how to complete the form. In the majority of cases, an attorney will fill out and file the Articles of Incorporation on behalf of the incorporator. However, you may wish to do this procedure yourself, or you may create your own business that fills out and files documents on behalf of your clients. As we wrap up this lesson, consider these questions. Would you fill out your own Articles of Incorporation, or would you have an attorney complete it for you?
Can you clean my garage? Can you steam my carpets? Can you work really fast? Do you provide your own cleaning supplies? Can you work around my schedule? Do you screen your workers? Can you clean my business too? Okay, I don't need my husband anymore.
Once you have received a positive confirmation that your business has been accepted, you must now apply for an Employee Identification Number, or EIN. An EIN is used to identify your business for tax purposes. The form that must be filled out is known as a SS-4 form. It can be quite tricky or a bit confusing at first attempting to complete this form. However, we will go over the form together to give you a basic idea of how to complete it. Each section in the form is numbered, which corresponds to the separate set of instructions that comes along with the form. We will focus on the sections that apply to Divine Pizza Inc. Line 1 is where you will insert your business name. In this case, it's Divine's Pizza Inc. Line 2 will not apply to your business because you do not have a trade name. So in this case, you will insert not applicable, which can be shortened to N/A. Not applicable will be inserted into all appropriate lines on this form. Line 3 will not be applicable either, as Divine Pizza Inc. does not have a care of name. Line 4A is where you will insert the mailing address of the business. In this example, we will insert 5555 5th Avenue, Suites 201. On line 4B, you will insert the city, state, and zip code, which in this case would be New York, New York 10021. Line 5A is to provide a street address if it is different from your mailing address. In this example, it's not, so we will put NA, and we will put NA on line 5B as well. Line 6 is where you will insert the county and state where the principal business is located. In this case, the principal business is located in New York County, New York State. Line 7A is for the name of the responsible party or the name of the person in authority to receive communication regarding requests for an employee identification number. In this example, we will use Divine Fortune as our responsible party. And on line 7B, we will insert Divine Fortune's SSN, which stands for Social Security Number. For our example, we will just put 123-45-6789. Line 8A asks if this is an application for a limited liability company. In this case, we would check the no box. Line 8B and C will not be answered because we checked no on line 8A. Line 9A asks for you to check only one appropriate box to describe your type of entity. In this case, we will check the box that says corporation. Because we've checked the box for corporation, on line 9B, we will insert the state where the business is incorporated, which in this case, it is Delaware. In the foreign countries section, you can put NA. Line 10 asks your reason for applying. In this case, we can check the first box, which is Start New Business. Line 11 is where we will insert the day your business started. In this case, we can put that the business started October 27th, 2019. Line 12 asks for the closing month of the business, which in this case we will put December. Line 13 asks you to list the highest number of employees expected in the next 12 months. There are 3 categories where you can assert the number of employees: agricultural, household, or other. Under the other category, we can put 4. This brings us to line 14, which will definitely be confusing to those unaware of and unaccustomed to filing business taxes. Here you are given the option to file a yearly form instead of a quarterly form if you have reason to believe that your tax liability will be $1,000 or less in a given year. In this case, we will not check the box and we will decide to file taxes quarterly. Line 15 will not apply to you in this case. Line 16 is where you would check one box that best describes the principal activity of your business. In this case, we can check the box that says accommodation and food service. In line 17, you will put exactly the goods you are providing. In this case, you are selling pizzas and cold beverages. Line 18 asks if you have ever applied for an EIN before. In this case, you would check the no box. The section that has third-party designee is only filled out if you want someone else to receive the EIN on your behalf. In this case, we will leave it blank. The only thing left to do is type or print your name clearly and sign and date the form. And this is the basic understanding of how to fill out the employee identification form. As with the Articles of Incorporation, this form will most likely be filled out by an attorney. However, now you have an understanding of the form and information required to keep your business in compliance with the necessary laws. Once the EIN is filled out and filed, the IRS will normally mail you an acceptance letter granting you a new EIN. This is a sample acceptance letter that your business will receive from the IRS. To the top left of the document, you will notice the business name and the address of the IRS. Directly underneath, you will notice the name and address of your business. In this case, it's Divine Pizza Inc. To the mid-right of the document, there will appear the date of this notice, the unique identification number given to your business, the form your business filled out to receive this number, which in this case is SS-4, and a unique number for this motion. Directly beneath is a phone number to contact the IRS if you have any questions or need assistance. The body of the letter basically thanks you for applying for the EIN, telling you what the EIN is and the purpose of it being assigned to your business. And as it states in the last line, please keep this notice in your permanent records. As we wrap up this lesson, consider the following questions. Would you rather fill out the EIN form yourself, or would you rather place the responsibility in the hands of an attorney? To divide any number that ends in 0 by 10, simply remove the 0 from the number. Example, 20 divided by 10. Just remove the 0, and 2 is the answer. To divide any two-digit number that doesn't end in 0, simply insert a decimal point between the numbers. For example, 15 divided by 10. Simply insert a decimal point between the 1 and the 5, and the answer is 1.5. To divide any three-digit number that doesn't end in 0, simply insert a decimal point between the last two numbers. For example, 348 divided by 10. Simply insert a decimal point between the 4 and the 8, and the answer is 34.8. With numbers that are 4 digits or more, just follow the same pattern as with the three-digit numbers. Now you can have fun dividing by 10. And remember to always keep it base simple.